This post is long overdue. One of the most frequently asked questions to me is, how do I prepare beef steaks under 3 minutes? Isn't it going to be raw? Which cut of meat do you use? Don't you have to boil the beef? Isn't there going to be any blood? How does it all happen? Well, today I'm going to show you how to do this extensively on Ifnatcancook. This is a new recipe, so stay tuned. You must have noticed this cut of meat available in supermarkets. Well, it's called undercut. Popular in Pakistan, the undercut is the tender meat of the loin muscle found on each side of the cow's vertebral column. Now, this is a large piece, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it from here and I'm going to show you how to clean it. I'm not a big fan of a lot of fat on this steak, so I'm just going to trim the excess fat. And I've taken out all the fat pieces. It wasn't much, but that doesn't really do very well when you're cooking it. And as you can see, the grain is going from left to right. So I'm going to cut against the grain like that. Alright, I want you to keep it at least 1.5 inch thick. Cutting it against the grain. So you've seen how that's done. I'm going to flip it around and I'm just going to take a mallet and break down the muscle. You don't really have to do this, but it doesn't hurt to break down the muscle. In my opinion, all you need to do is season the steaks with salt and black pepper. I actually really like sea salt. You can also add a little bit of chili powder. This handheld grill is really nice and hot. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil. Please don't add too much oil. We're not stewing this, we are grilling it. Spread the oil all over. Okay, I'm going to take the steaks and place them just 4 at a time, no more. I don't want the temperature of the oil to come down like this is too much meat in it. Just flip it. When it's ready to be flipped, it will flip easily. And now I'm going to add a little butter, garlic pieces, and some rosemary. And pour it over your steak pieces. Now this has started to smell really good. I need to cook all 4 sides. This is a personal preference. Some people like it rare, some like it medium rare, and some people like it well done. So you just have to cook it longer if you want it well done. You should love these marks, the grill marks on the meat. And now we can move the garlic, the rosemary and the pieces of meat and place it onto the wooden tray or board just like this. And the juices on this I'm going to take and empty it out into something else. Wash this pan and start from scratch. This is done, and I'm going to take the oil butter and pour this onto a pan. And in the meantime, I just wanted to show you that I'm going to let these steaks rest, because you cannot cut it right now. If you do, all the juices will flow out. What happens is that when the meat contracts, all the juices run to the center, and if you cut it, then there's uneven distribution of juices and it will flow out of the center. So okay, I'm going to lower the fire a little bit, and you can see the garlic and the butter of the grain that I used to make the steak is right here, and I'm going to add approximately a tablespoon of flour into this, and I'm going to brown it basically. But I'm just making a sauce for this steak. I'm going to brown this really well and try and mash the beautiful garlic. Sorry about the background noise. I'm going to add cold milk to this and stir it constantly. Keep stirring it till it thickens. And then I'm going to add half a glass of water because I don't like it too milky. Just half a glass. Keep stirring. I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, half a teaspoon of mustard paste, and I'm going to add half a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. Add more if you want, but taste it first. Stir this well. If you feel it thickens, add a little bit more water. And taste this. This sauce should be ready I've left the garlic pieces chunky, but you can chop them. Okay, this is ready and I'm going to pour it onto a bowl. Black pepper. Okay, so the steaks are ready and the sauce is ready, and now I'm going to make mashed potatoes. Okay, I've boiled about 6 potatoes and I'm going to cut it into small pieces, just like that. So I'm going to season this with salt, and I have some dried chives. If you have it, use it. Some red chili flakes, or just red chili powder, whatever you like. I also have some dried dill, which is soya. You can use mint or coriander, anything. I like to change my mashed potato every time, and black pepper, and then mash this really well. Alright, so I've mashed the potatoes and I've taken some green onions and sliced that. I'm going to take some butter onto this wok and let it melt. I'm going to saute the green onions in the butter and add some garlic to the mix. Saute this well. Just a nice light gold, not too dark. And now add the potatoes into the mix. Mix it well. Once that's done, I'm going to add a little bit of milk and a cup of cheese. And that should be enough. Mix that well. This is a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar, so it's stringy. And if you feel like you need to add a little more milk, do that now. But this is really smelling good, and it's probably going to taste really good. Okay, I'm going to move this into a Pyrex dish. Lay it out, and then sprinkle half a cup of cheese on top. This is going in the oven, guys. It's going to be so yummy. I'm going to melt the cheese, and gosh, this is really smelling good. Some red jalapeno. And let's put this in the oven. I'm putting this on full top-bottom heat on, not for more than 10 minutes. And this is done. I am going to serve lunch right now for my family. And I just want you to see these beautiful mashed potatoes. I just want to show you how fantastic the steaks look, and they're really easy to make. So don't worry about boiling them. Just get the right piece of meat and sear it just the way I've shown you today. And that's done. The potatoes are nice and crispy. I'm going to serve it alongside the rest of the food. The steaks with the sauce that I made in front of you, the sourdough and cheese, and that's a balsamic honey dressing that I poured over a salad. And I'd love your feedback on this easy beef steak recipe. Thank you for watching.